A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on. UK Sports, along with the All-Star team, and now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, BA, it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. But you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
A look at the Pelicans starting group. We've got Barnes, and it's Gomez in at the 5 spot. Pass to Barnes. Clock at 6. Over to the wing. Here's Marks. Here's King. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Here's Stewart. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Singletary's shot is off. For New Orleans, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And again, New Orleans, no good.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down.
He's guarded by Barnes. Fires the 3. And King pulls it down. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Gomez. Shoots over Stewart. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Well, there we go. Finally, they make one. Maybe that'll get them going.
To the paint. Here's Gomez. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Lawal. Shot from the wing. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Here's Gomez. Ooh, it's stolen. Jackson outside. Connects from downtown.
Well, it took them 4 attempts, but they've taken the lid off the basket. Maybe that'll get some momentum going.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Keith. It's picked off. It's Jackson, high post. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game.
You've got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
King, the pass to Keith. Here's Marks. Here's King. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. 2 on the clock. Gomez. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Gomez has gotten his 3rd basket of the night. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Singletary. 3-pointer. And King pulls it down. King's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Barnes. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially.
Look out! Wow!
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Pass to Gomez. Here's Keith, defended by Jackson. Here's Singletary, and that one is hammered home.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at New York, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for New Orleans, they are playing great out of the gates. The NBA season is a marathon. Putting your team in a good position early will pay off later.
Inside. Here's the wall. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Keith. Pelicans trail by 3. Outside Barnes. Pass to King. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Jackson outside. Here's the wall. Takes a 3. Drills it from deep. The Wall's got 5 now.
I just love the ball movement.
Pass to Gomez. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Down low. And stolen by Stewart. Here's the wall. And another 3 for Memphis. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Pass to Lawal. Jackson on the wing. Here's Lawal. And there's Memphis with another bucket.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Marks. He's scoreless. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Pass to Keith. There's the 3. Singletary grabs the miss.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And here's Stewart. 3-pointer. They get it back. Controls the rebound and the putback. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
It was an all-out effort on defense. I mean, they stepped up for one another and helped each other out so well on this end.
And
Grizzlies lead by 14. They've got Case and Wallace, and it's Black in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Wallace. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. The Pelicans pull it in.
that's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plaster to the shooter.
King, the pass to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
And the Grizzlies shooting 56% today. Pass to Wells. Black outside from the high post. The rebound by Blackman. Pelicans trail by 12. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Marks passes to Şengün. Shot clock at 6. Here's King. Black defending. King gets the bucket.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
And here's Wallace. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Pass to Singletary. With the drive, the 3-ball. And again, it's Memphis missing. And the Pelicans shooting 46%, a decent average so far. And here's Henderson. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Black, left side. And the layup is good off the glass. Black's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Pass to Marks. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Blackman. Singletary grabs the miss. Grizzlies lead by 12. Wallace, the pass to Black. The shot by Evans, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
It's a 3-on-3 fast break. It's stolen by Henderson.
Well, picking up his 2nd foul, he can still be aggressive, but has to be smart about it.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And the first one at the line is good. Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson is checked in.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the 2nd quarter. Misses in close. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Pelicans. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Pass to Marks. To the middle. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Now, BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Singletary. Coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers. Now here's Black. They set a pick. Pass to Singletary. Back to Black for 3. The rebound by Marks. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's King. Here's Marks. Jacks up with 3. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. Outside Wells. Here's Wallace. Offline with a 3. The Pelicans have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the 2nd quarter. Pass to Şengün. Doubled by Jackson. Goes up on the baseline. Grizzlies with the rebound. Black's got 4 rebounds now. Wallace, the pass to Black. Back to Wallace. Lets it go from deep. Pelicans cleared away.
Well, he's had a rough night, but his teammates have picked him up.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Marks. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And now we have a minute here to take a look at which teams are playing the toughest defense. The Pelicans, number 1.
Well, they allow the fewest points per game in the league. Sometimes that can be a factor of pace. But safe to say, when you're number 1, your team is elite at the defensive end.
Some nice ball movement by Memphis. to Singletary. Drains the triple. Singletary's got 5 now.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And it's King missing. Grizzlies lead by 11. It's stolen by Henderson. Here's King. Pass to Marks. 4-3. The rebound by Jackson.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Singletary. He's got 5. Here's Lawal. The 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. King's got 5 rebounds in the game. Şengün passes to King. And here's Henderson. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Stewart, he's checked in for Memphis. Jackson comes in for Wells. Jackson gets the bucket.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Here's Gomez. Sinks that one from the post. Give him 8 points now.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
To the inside, Stewart. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, a little physicality just isn't enough to stop a big guy like Isaiah Stewart inside.
Pass to Ramsey. Singletary grabs the miss. Singletary's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jackson. And King pulls it down. King's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Ramsey. Off target with the 3. Grizzlies lead by 13. When you're a 6'8 pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And man, he sets some teeth-rattling picks.
The 17-footer. Here's Gomez. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off. Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Here's King. To the middle. Here's Gomez. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Wells is checked in for Memphis. King gets the bucket. Here's Lawal. 12 points for him. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, in an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Allie. Pass to Moore. From downtown, cleared away by Wells. Memphis leading by 13. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Craig with a steal. Now the Pelicans in transition. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
And Memphis shooting 44% from the field during the second. Down low. Pass to Lawal. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Following this game, they host the Magic, and that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Oh, swiped away. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Stewart, no good.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Pelicans trail by 11. Here's King. Give him 8. Pass to Gomez. And the deficit down inside single digits. Gomez has got 14 points.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Now Stewart. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's the wall. Oh, there's the alley. Out of bounds. New Orleans will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. 2 guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Hey, yo, it's right here, baby.
Here's King. Here's more. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Grizzlies leading by 9. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Memphis Grizzlies.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat, and pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Nothing else to add to that, guys.
And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. All right, guys, Moto Man Trifecta wants to know, when I'm playing 2K as Shaq, why can't I hit free throws even when I green them? Shaq, care to respond?
Nope.
All those social media questions, Ernie, and you had to choose that one? Man, that's cold. That is cold.
Hey, I gotta have some fun up here, too. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
For those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Memphis leading by 9. So for New Orleans right now, we've got Barnes, and it's Gomez. In at center, filling out the middle. Here's the wall. Clock at 6. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Here's King. Pass to Marks. Lets the 3 fly. It doesn't go for him.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Singletary. To the right side. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 9.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
The shot by Gomez, no good. Memphis leading by 14. Releases from 15. The shot by Lawal, no good. And the Pelicans shooting 40% from the field in this one. King, the pass to Marks. Here's King. Oh, got a piece of it. Pass to Marks from behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Marks has got his second bucket on the night.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Here's Singletary. He's got 5. Good work there as it goes. Singletary's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Pass to Marks. Here's King. Takes the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And that one's good. Jackson's got 9.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Here's King. Give him 8. Pass to Marks. Tries it from the top of the key. And he gets the jumper to drop. Marks has got 5 points now in the quarter. Grizzlies lead by 13. Here's Singletary. Here's Lawal. He's got 16. Stewart outside. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Off the mark there with a 3. Pelicans trail by 13. Pass to Marks. Here's King. Fires the 3. And no good. Here's Singletary. He's guarded by Barnes. Jackson on the wing. Here's Lawal. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Lawal's got 19 points.
And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
To the paint. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. We look at the Pelicans, sitting 4th in the conference. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, and the Grizzlies shooting a solid 53% from the floor. We've got Jaren Jackson, Jalen Wells out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Singletary in at the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Wallace misses.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
And there's a pick. Pass to Henderson. Fires for three. Nails it from three.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Black outside. Here's Singletary, defended by Henderson. Here's Wells. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Henderson. The three. And another three for New Orleans.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Jackson on the wing. Inside. Here's Wells. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Well, this offense is so much better when Jackson moves the ball.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's King.
Oh, my.
Hammer it home.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Memphis leading by 17. Pass to Wallace, and he's all alone. The finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Oh, wait. Big finish. Big time. And, man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
White, he's checked in for Memphis. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's King. They set the pick. Pass to Blackman from the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Gomez. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Black outside. Now Wallace. Six to shoot. Back to Black. Wallace outside. No good. Unable to win this run.
One thing they've done well tonight, and that's rebounding.
Here's King. Watched by Wallace. Gomez, the pass to King. Henderson outside. Buries it from three.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Allie, thank you.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Blackman passes to Gomez. They set the pick. Pass to Ramsey. He puts up a three. Henderson outside. That one a little long.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wallace. To the paint.
Surprisingly, it's really fallen apart for him here in the second half.
Can't get it to fall. Here's King. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Yeah, look, they've shown great resolve to work their way back into this one, but they're not done yet. They're going to have to grind it out.
Pass to Wells. Now here's Wallace. Shot clock at 5. The three-pointer off the mark.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And again, it's Memphis missing.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
King, pass to Keith. Here's King. Watched by Wallace. Henderson outside. Shot from the mid-range. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Pass to Wallace. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by New Orleans. Keith's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's King. Here's Keith. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
3 points.
And now just a 1-point Grizzly lead.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Back to Wallace. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Here's King. To the inside, Keith. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
On target from range. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
From outside the arc. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
From deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Down low. Pass to Ramsey. Oh, from deep. He buries it from 3. And now it's a 5-point New Orleans lead.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's the wall. Some nice ball movement by Memphis. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Henderson. Henderson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. King, the pass to Keith. Banked it in off the glass.
Continue to get that man the rock. He's delivering whenever it counts.
Pass to Singletary. Here's the wall. Oh, no good again that time. The Pelicans lead by 7. Here's King. Here's Şengün. Here's King. Outside Henderson for three. Stewart with the rebound. Memphis shooting a solid 47%. Now Jackson. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Here's King. Barnes outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
1:57 left in the final quarter.
Grizzlies. First personal foul. 14 foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5.
King. 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Here's the wall. It's stolen. Here's Barnes. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Steps back. Here's the wall. Shot clock at 6. Now Stewart. He launches. Oh, he can't hit it. Now Şengün. Barnes. Oh, off target from downtown. Here's Stewart.
A 2020 first-round pick. Isaiah Stewart is a load at 6'8", 250. Is very intense. He's a guy you want on your side.
And he's unable to get the second one.
Well, you never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're down late.
Deflects the pass. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam!
And that could really be the game-changing moment.
I agree. What a turn of events.
That might be the play of the game.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And so it's New Orleans winning this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
Know the deal, huh? Yeah. Hey, got about 300 on me. That ain't no cat. That's a 300 on me. Got your playing halfback. Why she running from me? John Elway behind the center. On me.